Let me just tell you how I got involved in this work that I'm doing now. And I should say that my work is pro bono. I do this, I'm retired. And I was a principal of a very elite school for many years. It's the Ghana International School. It's a fee-paying school that catered for diplomats, children, and Ghanaians who were very well off. And they got an excellent education in that school, and they went to some of the best universities. And I think the outcomes were always very positive. When I retired, I decided that I really wanted to focus on public education because I started visiting some of the schools around my house and saw that the public system, not that I wasn't aware of it before, but when you're working and you're busy, you don't always have time to focus on other things. But I started looking and visiting the public schools, and I realized that the gap was enormous. A very serious gap between what was going on in, say, a well-endowed school and your average public school in Ghana. And I paid a visit to a school in my location. It's the Achimota Anglican Primary School. It's the closest school to where I live in Ghana. Although it's an Anglican school, it's a government school. It was run by the government. The government took over most of the faith-based schools, and they ran the schools. So students there were not paying high fees. At that time, they had to pay small little charges, but they were not. It was not a fee-charging school. But the school was absolutely dilapidated. I mean, the conditions were really depressing. They had only 3 classrooms, and they had to serve 6 grades. So they had a shift system. Half the children were in school in the morning, and half the children were in school in the afternoon. And the conditions were crowded, dingy, dismal. They had you could hardly see in the afternoon. It was so dark in the buildings. And I said, what can we do about this school? So I wrote letters. I wrote to the Minister of Education. Never got a reply. I wrote to the MP from my area. No reply. No, but not even acknowledgement of the complaint. What can we do about the school? Can we find a new location for the school? I included some of the pictures. I even asked them to contact me, and I said I'd be very happy to take you to the school to show you the conditions. I didn't get any response. And at that time, I was just becoming a member of GNECC. And I said, well, I'm a member of the Greater Accra branch of GNECC, and this is what we are supposed to do. We are supposed to campaign for public education. So we called a meeting at the school, and we invited stakeholders, and we started a campaign to get a new school. And right now, as I speak, it's been a while, but a new school is being built for the children of the Achimota community, a public school. We've had a lot of challenges, we've had a lot of opposition, but it is going ahead. And it's because we campaigned and because we got the people involved, and we told the parents, and these are very ordinary people, very, people who are not very articulate, who are not that well educated parents. And we told them this is your right. You have a right to a school. And there's strength in numbers. And at one point, a group of parents actually marched to the Ministry of Education. And what I realized, as soon as people start marching and you have a crowd, officials take notice. So I think it's a very good campaign strategy because they especially if you call the press to take pictures, they take notice and they do something. So we're getting the school built. That's just an example of how I got involved in GNECC. And I have been involved in the GNECC campaign for about 6 years now. Now,